Hi, now I am going to teach you one numerical. So the numerical is already written here. Okay, so the rotor of a 6-pole 50 Hz slip ring induction motor has a resistance of 0.4 ohm and runs at 800 rpm at full load. Find the value of external resistance per phase to be inserted in order to bring the speed to 700 rpm. Assume the torque remains same. So first what we have to do, just look at this question and try to find out what are the points to be noted for solving this. Okay, so when we are doing this, here only the resistance value is given, that is R equal to 0.4 ohm, and hence the reactance value is not given. So what we have to do, we have to neglect it. Okay, so neglect the reactance. Now since the conditions said that the torque remains same, so there are two conditions, like two levels. First one, the motor is running at one speed, that is n1, and then we are doing some modification, that is speed control, so that it is rotating in a different speed, that is n2. So first time it is rotating at 800 rpm and second time it is rotating at 700 rpm. Okay, so what we have to do, and since the torque remains same, so T equal to, that is the first time torque and second time torque, both will be equal. Now first of all, what is the relation we have to identify, because we are neglecting the reactance, so we'll have a different equation. Now what is that? We know that T equal to K S into R2 divided by R2 square plus S into X2 square. This is the equation we know. Okay, this is the equation of torque. But here, since we neglect the reactance, so this portion let us neglect it. By neglecting this portion, how the torque equation will come? The torque equation will be now T equal to K S R2 divided by R2 square. And now when we cancel it, we get T equal to K S by R2. So now this is the equation we are going to use. Now when we use this, if the rotor is rotating at one particular speed, that time the torque will be T1. At that time the slip is S1. Okay, the same way for the second condition, when the motor is rotating at 700 rpm, your torque will be different. Okay, that is, we have to consider that as a T2. So T2 will be equal to K into S2 divided by R2. And now since the condition is given, it is same, so after finding this value and this value, we have to equate T1 equal to T2. And now one more point to be considered. What is the point to be considered is, here they say the second time they are getting the speed, that is 700 rpm, they are getting the speed by inserting some resistance with the rotor circuit. So now this is not simply R2 only the rotor resistance, it is also includes an external resistance R. So now what is that? R2 is given already, that is it is given 0.4 ohm. And now since the 0.4 ohm is given, now K is constant, we can neglect it. And now what we have to find out? We have to find out S1 and S2, that is slip for the both the cases. Now how to find out slip at the both the cases? We know that is slip formula. For calculating that, we need synchronous speed. So first let us find out what is synchronous speed. Okay, so we know Ns equal to 120 F by P. So we know Ns equal to 120, Ns equal to Ns equal to 120 F by P. So when we substitute this 6 poles and 50 heads, we get 1000 rpm when we do the calculation. Okay, and now since the first time the slip is a slip for the first time, how do we find out? We have to consider the first speed, that is 800 rpm. So we have to do calculation 1000 minus 800 divided by 1000. So it is equal to 200 by 1000. Okay, so what is the answer? It will be 0.2. 0.2 percentage, sorry, 2%, that is 0.2. Slip value is equal to 0.2. And now when we find out S2, so this will be 1000. The second time it is rotating at 700 rpm divided by 1000, so it will be 300 by 1000. Now the answer will be 0.3. Okay, that is 3%. Sorry, this is not 2%, 20%, 30%, but it is 0.2 and 0.3. The values are 0.2 and 0.3, the slip values. Okay, now, so let us do the calculation. So S1 we know, S2 we know, and R2 also we know. So now first torque will be KR2, that is K into S1, that is 0.2 divided by 0.4, this is R2. Similarly, we have R2, T2. But here the T2 is, we add the external resistance, so it becomes R2 also. And since the condition is given it is same, so we have to equate this T1 and T2. Okay, so T1 will be equal to T2. So this equal to this. Here S1 is known, S2 is known. Now here only this is unknown, that is R2 is unknown. So you bring this here, 0.4 plus R2 divided by 0.4, which is equal to K, and this will be downstairs. It will be here, so K 0.3 divided by K 0.2. So now what will be the answer? So here KK will be cancelled, and 0.3 divided by 0.2 will become 1.5. So here we can write 0.4 plus R2 is equal to 1.5 multiplied by 0.4. So 0.4 plus R2 is equal to, multiplication of this you will get 0.6. Okay, 0.6. And now easily we can find out this. You take this one here, this side, 0.6 plus 0.4 becomes 1. So it means R2, that is the external resistance, is equal to 1 ohm. So here the R2 will be equal to 1 ohm. Okay, so it means we have 3-phase induction motor with a 6 pole, and normally it is having the resistance, rotor resistance 0.4 ohm. So normally when we give the supply, it is rotating at 800 rpm. And now we want to do the speed control. So what we do with the rotor resistance, by using rheostat or some other device, resistive part, and we add 1 ohm to it. Okay, already we have 0.4 ohm and we add 1 ohm extra to it. When we are doing this, and now this 800 rpm drops to 700 rpm. Okay, this is the meaning. Okay, so by adding 1 ohm resistance, we can bring 800 rpm speed to 700 rpm. So likewise, we can find out for any kind of speed what could be the resistance needed to bring to that particular speed. And thank you. I hope you understood this. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.